Tape is rolling.
Let me look. She just took them off. God dang it. I don't know what they were.
You don't know what quiet on the set means, do you?
Quiet.
Quiet on the set.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Virginia. In no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, Lunch. No other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own branded news right here inside Shroud of the Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. How's everybody doing out there today? It is Taco Tuesday, and it is August 1st, 2017 here inside Shroud of the Avatar. Welcome to today's show, everybody. Everybody grab a taco, grab some tequila, check out the ladies in the shrouds and all the skimpy clothing on the set, and let's get ready for a show, boys and girls. So how's everybody doing out there today?
I'm sad. Clipsy beat me to getting the Shroud of the Avatar.
Oh, well, you got two of the ladies on set who've already beaten you to that, but
Well,
What is that? What is that thing?
it's the Shroud of the Avatar.
The beach.
You know the game you've been playing for 2 years?
Oh, the
Yeah.
cape or whatever they're wearing here.
Is the Shroud
you know that-
of the Avatar.
you know that thing that's on the cover of the game?
Can't get a straight answer out of you mofos.
It's
Never
the
mind.
Shroud of the Avatar. What more of a straight answer do you want? Click on her and
that
look at the
cape?
name of the item for crying
No,
out
what
loud.
is it? What the hell is it?
Oh my
It's
god.
the Shroud
Light armor. It's
Avatar.
Oh,
armor types. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Is that a
It-
cape? Is that a headpiece? I don't know what.
well,
Can
why
I
don't
have
you
what he's
look at her
having?
and make that decision
Yes,
for
you
yourself?
can, Clipsy. It is called old age mixed with
Yeah.
crack.
Look, I got a straight answer. It took a dev to get a damn answer out of you guys.
No, see, because all you had to do is click on her and see what slot it was sitting in. Thank you.
No, but it does not say cloak. It says Shroud of the Avatar.
Thank you.
It's a shroud.
A shroud.
What is it?
God.
That's a shroud. Well, it should say Shroud then. And then.
It
does
does
say
say
Shroud.
Ah, moving on. Where's the move at?
It
Yeah.
says Shroud of the Avatar.
Hang on.
I don't know about
What are you
this
trying
guy.
to figure out?
There you go. Let's go.
We miss you, Zep, I tell you.
I know. It's like
Lively
The
beginnings here.
abuse.
what abuse? What abuse are you talking about? The fact that
The
you're
hate speech.
You asked a question and we all answered you with the same thing.
yeah, it's like, oh, what is that thing you're wearing? It's the Shroud of the Avatar. It's like, come on. It's like,
You know, that thing that you've been playing this game the whole time to achieve so that you can be the Avatar.
Yeah, I can't seem to achieve anything in this damn game here. God
well,
damn.
I mean, it helps if you talk to NPCs and you ask them if you can help them and you do those things. That is how you accomplish those goals.
Naughty.
You don't just
Ooh.
naughty
you
thing.
don't just go to Deep Ravenswood and kill wolves and bears.
Well,
And the
see,
occasional-
that's what happens when he spends a week with the grandkids playing Minecraft, you know.
Oh,
It's mine,
I'm
go.
lost. Yeah, Minecraft. There you go.
There you
Boy.
go. Anyway, moving right along. It is the Shroud of the Avatar, and if you do notice, Eclipse's is white. Yesterday we showed you Katrina, and of course Katrina's sitting off over to the side here as well today. And hers is black, and she was a little bit miffed. But she blames List. It's all List's fault for...
see, I thought she dyed it. I thought that's what it was.
No, I don't
Oh
believe...
no, I'm virtuous and Katrina.
They come in three flavors.
we're white.
Oh, okay. So the whiter the black.
Well, no,
So,
they come in three flavors. It's the white, the gray, and the black. Where have we seen that premise before?
Don't
Sounds like
know.
a wedding.
Don't know. Never heard of it.
Pure white is pure. Purity. That's a lie. Take that off. Take it off.
Suck
Vsubs.
it.
That's a lie.
But I tell you, great stuff. Great stuff. Great to see people out actually completing this storyline. And we've got some interesting news. Of course, if you recall, we gave you a heads up on some news that was going to break this week. And, of course, it broke right after the show yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Right after the show.
right after the show, the big announcement came out. And we'll tell you all about that after we cover the stand-up corner.
I was all ready to click on it, too. You dirty bastard. Okay, so stand-up corner, don't forget that's where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday, I'm working on this today. Something random gets written down and eventually gets posted to the forums where we get to interpret it so you don't have to.
That's right.
And
don't
so
forget, you can play the NBNN drinking game, and if you got a little catching up to do since we were gone, well, you know what? I think this one's going to be for you guys out there today.
it might just help with something. Don't forget, devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday. Then I'm working on this today.
He's
And
just jealous. That's
yep,
right,
yep.
Clipsy.
And he's
Yeah, he is jealous of lots of things.
yeah.
Haters gonna hate.
I know, haters gonna hate. Okay, so over in the art department, Bob the Builder,
Cult of Bob.
working on the town pirate ship,
Arr.
where Damon...
Damon Walter.
Oh, actually, that town pirate ship, I wonder if that's going to be
Arr.
a sloop. Is it going to be a sloop?
Soup John B. I don't know.
Sloop? I don't know. We'll find out. Then Damon, working on bugs.
Bug.
And release 45 tasks. Fletcher,
Fletch. Liz.
working on the bugs.
Bug.
And release 45 tasks. Kevin,
Kevin.
that ugly fist himself, working on the bugs.
Bug.
The almighty Gix Vargach. Matt, he's working on the bug animation.
Bug. Animation.
I wonder if that's like him stomping on something.
I don't know.
I mean, he needs to put that animation in there so that way you've got the bug smasher. So, or is it going to be like, ah?
Snake.
Yeah. And the one-handed polearm animation updates.
One-handed polearm.
One-handed polearm updates.
Mhm.
I am demonstrating that just for you,
I
Az.
see that. Well, you're not
You're not even
demonstrating
looking
just
at
for
it.
me. Your whole audience, our whole audience is seeing that. So
Yeah, that one-handed polearm animation is going to be coming into the game.
it's like the roll the dice animation.
The,
you
the
know.
roll the dice emote, yeah. The one-handed pole animation, or the inoperable kobold cannon.
Yes, the reach around.
Yes.
The butt slap.
The butt slap's coming. He still needs the reference material. Don't forget that you do need to send all of your butt slap animations or videos to the almighty Gix Vargach, so that way he can get the proper reference documentation. And I believe he does have some preferential sites where he likes that reference material to come from. And I believe it was it Pornhub? Is that the one that he's mentioned?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Oh, okay.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
Then Reed was working on the trophy texture optimization and bugs.
Bug.
Over in design, the almighty Beezus.
The bees.
Working on release 45 tasks and some bugs.
Bug.
Seawolf.
Seawolf.
He's trying to make Laz happy by updating some Longfall Woods terrain
Mm-hmm.
and vegetation and points of interest. Then Damien. Working on bugs
Bug.
and forums. While Dan the Man,
Dan the man Brennan.
he was participating in that live stream and trying to make sure that when you touch things, they move properly. When you put the digits inside of it, does it do things?
Does it
Just-
wiggle when you give it the spatula treatment?
I know.
Digits.
What, you don't put your digits in things there, Zep?
How many are we talking about?
Well,
5?
Generally 2.
Okay.
If you can fit 5 in there, you might have some issues. But we could always ask our doctor, our resident doctor, how many digits
Oh,
should be
doctor.
put in.
How
Doctor,
many digits are safe?
How many digits?
how many digits should Led Zepp be putting in?
Oh, if he can get in 1, then he's doing something right.
Oh, yeah.
What happens if he can fit all 5 in there?
Wrong hole?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sanio is working on bugs
Bug.
and interactive updates.
Now we have a question in chat.
Over in Chatty?
Yes,
Chatty?
over in chatty.
Jaza, can you talk
Jaza.
about PvP? Partial loot. Generally, what it is whenever you kill someone in PvP, there will be a little tombstone-like thing on the ground, and if you kill that person and you hit that, that means that you have collected the price of the oracle, and it that gives the person time to actually hit the period on their keyboard, which would bring up the price of the oracle to where they could reclaim their stuff and get everything back.
It's a ransom system.
Yeah, it's a ransom system.
You don't get to keep the loot if they pay the ransom, but you get the gold.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Pretty substantial, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, no, it's not that much.
I remember 3K or something like that last time I got killed.
Yep,
Well,
I guess that's all he needed to know, or she needed to know.
It's all good. It's all good. Going back to what the devs were working on. Where was I at? Did Dan the Man?
we did-
Did Sanyo?
Yeah.
Did we do Sanyo?
We didn't do
Did we?
Sanyo.
Oh, actually, we did do Sanyo. We didn't do Lum the Mad.
Lum the Mad.
Bugs.
Bug.
Sorcerer Steve was playing in Middle Downs and bugs.
Bug.
Then the Energy Vortex List Rostov. Working on live stream and the South Broken Road.
South Broken Road.
Yeah, over in tech, Bobby.
Little Bobby Thompson.
Working on the bugs.
Bug.
Eric was working on bugs.
Bug.
JY.
JY.
Working on forums and bugs.
Bug.
And localization. Wizard Smoke. He's puff passing around the bugs.
Bug. It's roaches, man. Roaches.
Roaches.
Past the
Okay.
roach.
Yeah.
Bug.
I don't know. Does that require like some roach clips or something like that?
Nah.
And what happens when you go into the store and you say, instead of saying, "Hey, I'm looking for alligator clips," I'm looking for roach clips. Do they automatically peg you as a stoner?
Well,
you do that?
the store you're buying that in usually caters to stoners, so you put two and two together.
Electronic store.
I would go to a hardware store
Oh well, no,
Cheaper.
yeah.
Cheaper.
cheaper
Yeah,
by
it
the
was-
dozen.
You ain't gonna get the leather strap and the feather, man. You're not gonna get that in the hardware store. You're gonna get those cheap red and blue things.
Crafts. Crafts.
Boo.
With a little safety plastic on it. Okay, then let's see.
How do we
The
know all
Deathbringer.
this stuff?
See, the funny part is I only know about roommates.
Yeah.
I've lived with a few people that have.
You've lived with
partaken.
you've lived with an interesting mix of people, I must say.
Did I ever tell you about the guy that was arrested for coke possession?
No.
And what? Oh, yeah. So I live in Travis County, and the county directly north of it is Williamson County, which is really, really bad about enforcing drug crimes of any kind. It's like you don't even want to like have any drugs in Williamson County. And
Life in prison.
a guy that lived in the apartment, I believe it was below me, was arrested, but we hung out all the time, and I was the resident drunk, and so I went to bail him out of jail to pick him up, and he gets his driver's license back, and the thing is like split, and it's like the cop looks at it. It's like, should I give this back or should I not? Because there's still like tons of coke all over it.
Jeez.
It's like, dude, it's like, are you an idiot? And it's like, yeah. But the reason I never did drugs was because, it's more fun to watch
Don't
people.
do drugs. Drugs
That's
are
the,
bad.
that's the reason.
Okay.
Well, I
Drugs
prefer to
equal
drink for
bad.
my stupidity. Yeah, drugs bad. Yeah, hell, I wouldn't take any drugs if it wasn't a requirement to staying alive.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bledo.
Like
Love you.
Viagra. I need Viagra.
You need Viagra?
No, not me.
Your wife needs Viagra.
Yeah. There you go.
So then, Burning Toad,
The bird.
scratching the itch that's known as bugs,
Bug.
and builds. Tassilo working on the store refactor deployment. Our useless overhead group, we do have Andrea working on the sanity report
Oy.
and testing and forums. The Dippy Bird.
The bird.
I'm trying to. I guess that means that you're not typing in the thing.
I'm not typing nothing.
Okay, working on bugs
Bug.
and builds and leads meeting.
Wasn't me.
Gorn
You
working
know,
on.
you know somebody's gonna do it when you say that. Yeah. You know somebody's gonna do it when you don't say that.
Our sound guy's on vacation. I think.
know.
But this whole place sucks. That's right, it sucks.
Then
Nothing
after
new.
that, Gorn's working on general business. Barrick, he's working on moderation and store updates and seed invest support
He
and
just can't hold
telethon
his
planning.
liquor.
No, do a little bit of everything in moderation. You'll be fine. Then Hutch was working on bugs
Bug.
and released 45 tasks. Lord British trying to provide some direction to those seed invest guys.
He wants your seed invested.
Oh, yes. He wants you to invest that seed all over the place.
That's right. Go down and make a donation.
seedinvest.com/portalarium/series.b. Then after that, Chaos is working on the patch notes and telethon, SQL prep, and office administration and customer service, and bugs.
Bug.
Then NFG Sasha working on seed invest and localization. Serafina working on the customer service.
Wonderful customer service.
And shipping and regression tests and the sanity test. The Dark Star working on the live stream and the press releases and weekly update and release 44 Jira triage and release 45 planning.
We're planning to
That's what our
release
devs were working on
45.
yesterday. Well, there's lots to plan.
Well, yeah, he's got long-term planning. Which reminds me, Chris said he was going to get down to some long-term planning a little while back, didn't he?
Well, he did say that he was going to be doing that. We have not seen a post related to that, but we do have what he's working on today.
We do, as a matter of fact. Do we want to jump over to that, or do we want to jump over to breaking news, or do we want to make them? See, now this is a tough choice because everybody always wants to know what Chris is doing. So do we make them wait for Chris now?
How are you going to make them wait?
Oh, I don't know. Soapbox time.
Okay, soapbox. We are going to talk about Dread Spider laughing at people.
Dread Spider laughing. We're
Yes.
being invaded.
Well, not only that.
Save the children.
Think of the children. Think of the children.
What children?
What do you mean?
God.
What children?
Yeah. So JJ does want to know what the sanity test is. There's only a few things that they actually test on in the QA department, and part of that is to make sure that some of those game mechanics are not completely broken.
Hey,
Kinda
what is
like
my
you're
vendor
running
giving
around
out
like the
free
T-pose.
candy or something?
Yeah. I had it explained to me once upon a time, and I kind of forgot because I prefer our interpretations anyways. So they make sure that they can like engage in some combat. They make sure they can do a few other things, but whenever they do their builds, they don't test a lot. Which I hate to say it like that because there are a crap ton of open bug reports, and yeah, whatever. He does whatever. Yeah,
Never mind.
whatever.
All right, where are we jumping?
Yeah.
Big news. Let's update with Chris, and then we'll get on to the big news. How about that,
Wait. We're doing what? When? Where?
Chris?
I don't know how to do that.
And of course, happy birthday to Maxine's grandmother. Is that great?
The 100th birthday.
Yes.
Yes. So that would. Well.
So is
yeah,
that Chris's
great-grandmother.
mother-in-law? I guess. Or is that
Well,
his
if you look
mom?
at the, I would say that's his grandmother. That is Chris's grandmother in that picture.
Oh, Maxine's great grandmother. Okay, I missed that part.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you would see Chris's. I don't know. Is that grandfather and father in there? I'm kind of confused.
Quite possibly.
Or is it his? Or is that her kids? So Chris's father and his brother. I don't know. I mean, it could go either way. could go.
Oh no.
I don't know. I'm confused. But then we have
confused.
Then we have what he's working on today. And Chris is working on the Leeds meeting.
The Leeds meeting.
And he implemented spells including the player chanting words on each cast, which is Richard's request. And he suspects that they'll make that an option soon. And they set words on most spells. So words of power for every single spells.
Of power.
And he's excited about the Travian announcement. Woot!
Woohoo!
That was actually from yesterday. And then today he's working on a huge list of Jiros where he's updating light and heavy armor so the lasting buffs have 0 value if you swap to different gear. So if you change your gear and you have like a heavy armor buff, that buff is zeroed out.
So if I switch from one heavy armor to another heavy armor, my buff goes, huh?
No, that would be heavy armor to light armor. Heavy armor to heavy armor should stay.
Well, I might have sorcery heavy armor and I might have necromancy heavy armor depending on what I'm fighting. So
that would be heavy armor to heavy armor, which should stay.
Well, that's what I meant.
If it doesn't stay, that would be bug reported. Bug. And then he's also working to find some resources for Black Sun so they can localize some assets. Don't forget, Black Sun is the Russian or the Baltic publishing company.
Collision going on.
Unity editor crashed or crashes about 5 times a day, and taking that opportunity to upgrade to the newest version of Unity that doesn't crash immediately on their game, which is 5.6.3.2017.x. Crashes on most of our levels. Yeah.
Next time, use your own engine.
Yep. 5.6.3.2017.x crashes on most of their levels, so they're updating to. Does that mean they're updating to something else? I don't know what he's updating to. I need to update Unity to figure out what the latest version is. And then Obsidian Golems now come with a null magic field on them, but have their own resistances reduced. Does that mean that the only way to fight an Obsidian Golem is to use melee?
Well, hopefully the 200% Obsidian weapons actually do 200% damage to them now, maybe? I don't know.
That would be a possibility. I mean, that would be something.
Now, I mean, that's always been an intriguing question. People always asking, well, I tried to kill an obsidian deer with an obsidian weapon, and it didn't do 200% damage. Well, that's because that's not the obsidian they're talking about.
Yeah. Well, it should actually be just because it's obsidians in the name.
Well, you would think, but obsidians as a golem or a race as it may be, I dig it. I understand, but anything with the name Obsidian should technically 200%, be 200%. Absolutely.
Yep, and that's what Chris said he was working on 38 minutes ago.
What are you running a school over here?
49 minutes. What?
You got shanks in their hand. Look up.
Yeah, I know. It's I got the little thieves guild going on over here. A bunch of little cut purses running the streets for me.
Yep.
That's right. Go out and take his take his purse. Just cut Gix's purse right off. Take his crown.
So
JJ uses a lot of words of power in order to kill somebody. X4, Vassor Flam.
And of course, List, I understand that not the gem buffs, the actual magic buffs. But again, if it's going to be on switch of armor and I'm just switching from one armor to the other, does that make a difference was really what the question. I understand switching to light armor would lose the heavy armor buff. But if I'm switching between two different heavy armors, should that debuff the buff is the question. Just curious. Yeah. But moving right along. The big announcement this week came out yesterday.
What big announcement? What are you talking about? I mean, that thing that we already alluded to a couple of times, and I accidentally said with Travian. So Travian Games and Portalarium have announced a partnership for distribution as the story reaches as they reach the story complete milestone. And why did he summon the orgasming child?
I know.
It's like I hear something and it's like, wait, what is that? It's like orgasming children on the studio.
Hold on, what is it?
Yeah. Hey, and pretty soon we're going to be able to watch somebody's cloak go from white to black on the set.
Don't look at me.
Could be black.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Okay, so
Calypsy.
I know it's going to be funny, and then you're going to kill somebody, and then. So we do have Travian Games, which is a German company and publisher and developer. They have announced a formal partnership to bring Shroud of the Avatar to Europe, Central and South America, the Middle East, and Northern Africa. So pretty much we have two partnerships for distribution. One is Black Sun Games, which is going to be the Baltic region. Then you have Travian, which is going to be releasing in Europe, Central and South America,
Yeah, of
and
course.
Northern Africa.
I had this question yesterday.
And the Middle East, yeah.
And the question was, of course, if they signed with one publisher and then they decided to raise funds to become a publisher and they've just signed with another publisher, why are they becoming a publisher? Now, of course, the answer to that question is that these publishers are publishing in different regions, and Portalarium is self-publishing here in the United States. So for those of you guys wondering about that, that's what's going on with that.
A lot of that publication dollars is going to be used for advertising.
Advertising. Yes.
Advertising.
Now,
And then instead of game development.
well, it's going to be used for publishing.
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 Yes.
Any questions?
And Travian is the partner because they really understand community and development, which has allowed them to build a huge base of millions of players. And if you are unfamiliar with the publisher Travian Games, that is the same guys that brought us Crowfall.
Who? What? Who?
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
So, yes, they have a pretty successful title, at least. I understand they have several other titles out there. Now, is Crowfall the PvP, is purely PvP game?
I've never played it.
Never played it.
Yeah, okay, neither have I.
Very successful, though.
If we go through my list of MMOs, it's relatively limited. Ultima Online, Rift, Lineage 2, DDO.
Now, Darkfall is done by who
something
list?
else, yeah.
I saw a comment out there that Travian only successful game was a PvP game. Is there any comments on that? Do you know what that one was? That's right. Everybody.
Well, you can also go straight to Travian Games website, and then you can see.
I don't know what you mean about that. Crowfall, the game that beat us in funding. We are the second largest crowdfunded game in history, next to Star Citizen. So I don't know of anybody beating us in funding. You want to tell me what you mean by that?
I don't think Kat's in the channels.
No, she's typing in game here.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but she's not in the channel. She can't answer your question.
Well, she's
She left.
she's listening. Trust me.
Crowfall is a throne war simulator, so it is purely a PvP game. Kind of.
I don't know.
Purely PvP.
Pretty much.
PvPness. That's right.
Yep.
Have to look it up.
So, what else did you want to say?
Well, I
how
don't
did we
know.
get through everything so quickly today? I mean,
Well, we didn't get through everything quickly, and of course we got several things to talk about out there. Now, of course, story completion was part of the announcement with this.
oh yeah.
The announcement with Travian here was also an announcement that the game is now playable to a final completion. You can play all 3 storylines and the finale, and now comes the polish. Now
it's
is the
not
push.
polished.
What's that?
That's not polished. I thought it was.
No.
No,
Well, they're
story
working on
completion,
polishing.
Yeah,
They're working on polishing some of the major quest lines. They're also working on adding a ton of side quests. Hopefully, that will also include daily, weekly, monthly quests as well. And then from there, it's one where almost every single NPC that we're able to encounter will have something to do.
Well, there are
Almost.
several daily quests that can be repeated once a day now in the game. I don't know how many, but that was in the release notes. Now, of course, other hot news in the release notes, and I know I mentioned it yesterday, but
You mean the fact that we haven't covered the release notes at all?
well, that too. We will get to those because we weren't here on Thursday to do that.
Thursday or Friday?
Or Friday, that's right. We weren't
Yeah,
here Wednesday either.
Actually, I was here. I was actually in game during those hours. And Crow Falls rates more than Port Alarian.
Okay. So
Really? I'll have to
Yeah.
check those numbers.
Well, Katrina just did it for you.
I understand that, but Crowfall is fully crowdfunded just the way we are, so we're now third. So does that mean that they have to go back and change all those? Yeah.
that's just a little
Someone donate $1 million. Make it rain.
Yes.
That's right. Somebody donate $1 million.
Wait a minute. Let me write a check.
Jackie, speaking of quests, just a little heads up. Don't finish the final quest because right now it's bugged and doesn't give you your XP.
There are several out there
What?
that I've been reading. So
No way. Well, I still need to.
know.
I need to get with you, Clipsy, and I need to go do some corpse explosion.
Gross. No.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I need to go do some banish undead.
now, has anybody
so that way
else?
I can actually kill the last part of the love quest.
I've seen several things out there on experience gain, and we're going to just touch on this real quick. The quest completion bugs. It's not just one that I've seen. I've seen several complaints that various parts of the storyline aren't giving the completion bonuses in the forums, as well as the daily 10,000 bonus experience in crafting and adventuring. And truthfully, I haven't seen the last couple days any indication that I've been getting that. Has anybody else seen that lately?
Well, if I scroll up on mine when I first logged in, if I can find something that actually has it, I believe I got the bonus when I logged in earlier today.
Be careful. It'll say you get it like when I finished the Shroud quest. It said I got the experience.
Well,
but
that's one of the things. What's his name?
That it's not applying.
Wines
Weens?
report.
Weens?
Wines.
Weenie?
You know what I'm talking
Wiener?
about. Grumpy Weenie.
Yeah.
He's been tracking it, and he says it's saying I'm getting it, but he goes and looks at his skill, and there's nothing there. Now, there was
okay.
also another complaint of multiple accounts not seeing the bonus. One account would get it, and then the other accounts wouldn't get it. I tested that, and at the time, this was before all last week's updates, so I have to do a little digging, but I was just curious if anybody else has seen or has experienced that. And Eclipse, of course, is telling us the finale, of course, we're aware of.
Yep.
I wanted my cloak though, so I got it.
And of course, stealing for
Oh,
all
yeah,
you
what's
naughty folks out there. Stealing.
You know what?
How'd that get into my head?
My virtue's already jacked. I need to go over to the main portion, and I want to see something real quick.
Where you going?
I'm gonna go steal something.
It's an accidental double click, man.
My virtue is a
you
little
gotta-
bit messed up.
You got to steal something with the guard seeing you.
Wow.
I'll call him over.
You know what? Considering it's right in front of the guardhouse,
You would think maybe you get caught. Should I come over?
well, okay, the
What?
Justicar finally grabbed me. But my question is, did everything I steal, does it now have value? Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, what,
Okay.
what was your
Stealing?
fine? Did it tell you what your fine was? Should have said
Look
you
at
were
the other
fined.
Well, hopefully he didn't take all my money. I can't bring up my inventory for some odd reason.
Oh, he done
So-
took everything from you.
No, he didn't take anything from me. Because I know I had like 220,000
Yeah,
beforehand.
you got Humbert out there saying
So what happened?
love,
So what?
courage, and truth didn't work for him. And yeah, Dead Spider, you've been getting it. You've actually been looking at your numbers. You're not just looking at the you've received. Have you confirmed that you go to your skill points and you're seeing it in both?
So
Or are you just seeing the daily message pop up? That's what I'm trying to find out from folks.
I just stole some ornate or some shortbread loaves.
Nothing happened.
And you want to know why my fine was 0?
Because it has zero value. Well, no. See, it should be
It-
$100 fine,
Clemency?
and
Oh.
then what is it? 100 times the value is supposed to be.
100 times the value is still 0 because every single one of the things I
Right.
stole has a value of 0.
right.
But
It
the
is.
fine is 100 gold plus 100 times. So you should have still lost 100 gold.
Oh, I might have lost 100 gold. I don't know if
okay.
I lost 100 gold.
Gotcha.
Because I couldn't bring up my inventory in order to actually...
Come on, Jack.
Slack.
At the same
Look at all
time.
that stolen
Not my
shit on
fault.
the lawn.
Yeah.
Stolen stuff all over your lawn.
I know. I stole some bread.
What do you think? The
I wish
mailbox,
they'd
the
get-
chairs, the radios. You think we paid for that stuff? Come on now.
Yeah. You think we bought anything?
That's why it's all
I-
scattered all over the lawn. We just dropped it where we were
Wish
tired
they'd
of
get rid of
carrying
that
it.
zero value, man. Especially stacking crap.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Zero value. Why is it zero value? It should have some.
Well, it's 0 because what they didn't want you to do is go through, steal everything, and then turn around and sell it to the shop for easy money.
That's a legitimate.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but I thought all the stealables weren't resellable in the first place.
Yeah,
it's
that's what
not
we're saying.
resellable because it has 0 value.
It should have value. I'm saying.
But I
It
can,
has
Especially
value
since you're
on
getting
becoming a
fined.
thief.
but I
Easy
can
way to
still
make
use
money.
them in my recipes
Exactly.
and sell those for a profit. Absolutely.
Flip said.
Wait.
You know, it's a legitimate.
There's a mess up here today. But anyway, it's that time of the day.
What?
We got to get moving
It's a
on.
mess.
Yeah,
It's a
if you
mess
have
where?
names on screen right now, all the names that are up
Yeah.
on screen, it's a mess.
Well, that's why you
Out
get
of
in
the ordinary.
occasionally.
Got all sorts of
turn them off.
craziness going on.
Well, I will say that Gix is
Gix is up there
Gix is
shaking it with
Speedo.
Eclipse, man. I tell you.
Did you check out his Speedo that he's wearing?
Well, I don't have
mean-
quite the view that you do, but now that we're looking, let's
Oh,
pull
yeah,
him up
he's
and
got the
examine
full-on
him.
Speedo.
Man,
I mean,
everyone's
green-
checking
green and
Gix's
purple?
package today.
I know. It's like he enjoys that stuff. And but these bottoms don't say crafted by Gix, so he's not even wearing Gix's little secret.
I didn't win it.
That's Victoria.
Well, I wasn't looking at your Speedo, but now that you mention it, we
There
will.
it is.
Bondest bottoms.
Yeah.
Hey, he's got the Heart of Sorrows, Shroud of the Avatar. He's got all the good stuff. Sage's Sash.
Yep.
What's that Shroud? Is that a new store item?
Scepter
Shroud?
of Dread.
You don't know what the Shroud of the Avatar is? We only talked about it at the beginning of the show, Zep.
But where'd it come from is what I
Since it's a new bathrobe, since you don't walk around with any pants on, we require that you put the bathrobe on,
Doesn't say
okay?
bathrobe on it. Where do you get it at the store?
Can we, no, you have to finish the quests. You have to finish the storyline. All 4 of them.
Wow.
Yes, you actually have to leave your lot.
Look, he's talking.
And deep
And
red.
get fungus on your ass.
Hey, I've already got one of the Dread artifacts. I don't know about you, buddy. Yeah.
You've got one. I've got 2.
Well, yeah, well, I'm working on it. Anyway.
I'm waiting the quests when they get polished.
So Dread Spider says yes, he's got very small pool of XP, so his gains are very noticeable.
Okay.
Yes, and you realize you got people in your chat room also been talking.
No, I'm aware.
Okay.
I've talked a little bit about. See, I mean, I even talked about JJ's killing people and his spells. My preferred strategy was Vassort Flam followed by in Nox, then Calvas Flam.
Potions.
No, and toss in an explosion potion.
Explosion
or two as well.
potions.
Yeah,
I
and a deadly poison dagger.
took down a server once with a bag of explosion potions because I set one off inside the bag, causing a very
Get
bad chain reaction to the
Get
sticks.
out of here. Get out of here.
And you must keep all of your reagents inside of the deadly poison trapped box that's locked.
That's right.
Yeah.
Not only did it blow everything else up, but poison you while you were at it. Moving right along.
Okay, so moving right along, we do have to talk about that NBNN app, which is available on all of your electronic devices. That includes the Apple iTunes Store, the Google Play Store, or the Amazon App Store. All of those things,
That's right.
you can do a search for NBNN or Shroud of the Avatar or Soda in order to find the NBNN app. And the NBNN app has all the best links for everything related to Shroud of the Avatar, from the daily podcast, which is Lunch with Laz and Jack, or Soda Map. What else is on there?
Soda Map, Soda Help, the forums, the marketplaces, the radio
Discord?
stations. You name it, you can get to it. Town links, helpful links, all sorts of crafting links. You name it, we've got it. And if you got something that you believe should be added, you message this guy, and we'll get it in there if it's worthwhile.
Yes, it will. And don't forget, in order to get that added, you just email news@nbnn.info, and Laz will get it done. Just like the community calendar, which is also available on the app. And the community calendar is based off of a Google Calendar, which is hosted on nbnn.info. Just click on the calendars button on the top, and since Laz has aggregated all of the available calendars that
If
he
your
could find.
calendar is not on this list, you need to talk to this guy.
Talk to that guy by emailing news@nbnn.info with a link to that calendar, and make sure it's a Google public calendar. And
We'll
he'll
get
get
you
it added.
right away. This way, when you have events, all you got to do is add it to your calendar. It pops up there, and the whole world knows you're having a party.
NBNN spam there. Damn it, Les.
Shameless self-promotion.
Calendar spammer.
Talking about shameless self-promotion, Jack, you want to tell them a little bit more about the calendar? I can't hear a word you're saying.
Oh, Jack.
Mike.
You speak, Mike. Still can't hear you, Jack.
One moment.
Okay. Is that working now?
That's working.
Okay. I touched the damn thing. Okay, so don't forget the community calendar all the times are Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia Time.
Yes. 12s and 6s around the clock, two idiots interpret the news on WRFB. That is Radio Free Britannia. A little show called Lunch with Laz and
These
Jack.
guys.
At 1:30, don't forget you need to tune into Tech Talk Tuesday if that's going to happen.
Tech Talk
on
Sunday. Some days it happens, some days it don't.
Some days it doesn't. At 2 o'clock, Paxlayer Town Manager Hour with Sean Silverfoot is going to be taking place, and you too can learn anything and everything about all of the different boroughs of Paxlayer. At 3 o'clock, you need to join Wintermeat Offcoff on the overworld map outside of Owl's Head for the EVL Euro Dungeon
Crawl. It's
at 7. Yeah, at 7 o'clock, you need to join. I forgot who this one is. I believe it is Zenny. I got it right.
Zenny.
On the overworld map outside of Owl's Head for the Tuesday edition of the EVL Monster Mash Dungeon Run. And if running with EVL is not your thing and you'd much rather join the Jade Dragons of the Phoenix Republic, you can join Malhari for a dungeon run of Chillblade's Compendium of Pain and Suffering.
And suffering.
Yes. Suffer. At 7 p.m. on WRFB.
WRFB.
Is the 70s at 7. And the final event of the evening is also on WRFB.
WRFB.
And that's the Record Room. And that's our community calendar for this August 1st in Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar. Or, as we would say, in that thing that they're wearing that Led Zepp can't identify.
That thing that they're wearing that Led Zepp doesn't know what it is.
What is it?
What is that thing? Hey,
What do you say?
I know what that is. What is that thing?
So, Clipsy wants a mankini.
A mankini?
Yes.
Why do you need a mankini?
I don't know.
You don't have
Jack,
the right
stop making fun of
assets.
my spelling, asshole. I meant mannequin.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I thought it was Mankini too.
It's
Oh,
like
take it out.
mannequin. That's
a
totally
mannequin.
different.
That's MANNEQUIN or
Thank you,
something like
Mr.
that.
Speller.
That's
It's okay.
right.
It's all good.
Alrighty.
I probably spelled it wrong anyways.
Moving right along. Of course, I got to remind you, you've got 10 days. Count them, folks. 10 more days. And, of course, today the price went up for you late bloomers. Late ticket sales. Last 10 days, the price went up. It's top dollar if you want to go now at SodaCon, Austin. And these are the last days to get your tickets. Make your plans, because in 10 days, ticket sales close. So get your tickets now, because ticket sales close, and that'll be it for this con coming up here in October. So don't forget, get your tickets now. VIP tickets are all sold out. Those folks got those early. And, of course, going to be all sorts of great events happening down in Austin. All sorts of stuff planned, panels, dinners, outings, all sorts of great stuff during the weekend. So it's an event you don't want to miss, including the probably last trip you'll get down to Lord British's Castleton. If you've never been, you want to get a chance. We're doing the theater down there, and we've got some plans to bring you something a little special. So stay tuned for more on that. And we'll keep you abreast. Again, if you don't have your tickets, you got to get those tickets now. And, of course, that brings us to our sponsors. Of course.
Sponsors?
Yes, sponsors. Those good folks who help spread the word, do good things around here, and, of course, make a little difference in your world out there. Like Coilmore Wands, putting the magic in your hands. If you need a custom Coilmore wand, call up Areas Coilmore and tell him what you're looking for. He'll make one specifically just for you. All his wands start with an exceptional craft, because he doesn't accept anything less. The Britannian Mining Company, our home guild, wants you to come on down and check out Market Road over in Black Rock Cove, located in the Quell region, right next to the Exeter mines, for your mining convenience as well. What would a bunch of miners be doing living next to a mine? I don't know. Of course, Relics by Rill, relicsbyrill.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. You want t-shirts, you want hats, not this hat, you can't get this hat. Patches, yeah, you can get these. Drinkware, you want bumper stickers, regular stickers, hoodies, coffee mugs, glassware, shot glasses, and much, much more, including the latest Shroud the Avatar comic book hitting the store soon here. So stay tuned for that. And, of course, if you want to save a little money when you check out at relicsbyrill.com, use the promo code NBNN, and you'll save 10% when you check out at relicsbyrill.com. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, where you can listen to us throughout the day in repeats. You can catch the Deco Divas every Wednesday, Thursday night. You can catch, I'm losing track of everybody out there. Wake up on Saturday mornings.
Yeah, 7 a.m. 7 to 9.
The newest show we have...
Omen Crows?
Well, that's one of them. Omen Crow. Yeah, I want to say Omen
House
Crow's
of Omen?
medicine
House of
show,
Omen.
but it's House of Omen. Late night Friday, early Saturday morning, and Sunday mornings, or late night if you want to call it that. 1 a.m., 1 to 3 a.m., Saturday and Sunday, which is technically Friday and Saturday night for you late nighters. And then we have the Ender and... why can't I think of these two? Because they're new and they've only done 2 shows.
Sarah
You mean
and
Sarah and
Yes.
Ander?
Sarah and
the
Ander
Sarah
show.
and
Thank
Ander
you.
show?
Thank you. I'm having
And-
trouble keeping track of the staff around here. It's getting rough.
Oh, you
Anyway.
like it rough.
Tune in to
Yeah, that's what
WRFB
I
for all
heard.
sorts of great stuff and programming
That's what
throughout
I
the
heard.
day, throughout the week. Of course, the Erie Fun cloaks have been handed out. Most of you guys should have gotten them by now. If you haven't, check your in-game mail. And, of course, last but not least, ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs. And Jack's going to tell you a little bit about the marketplace. Oh, yeah. There's a big promo going on, isn't there?
Yeah, there is a huge promo going on right now. If you're during your checkout, you go to Synesys stuff and you buy something and you use
Well,
the
only if
promo
you buy it through
Jack
your store.
15 off.
Right.
Yes, only through my store, which is my item. So Synesys stuff, you too can save 15% off of anything that I have listed up for sale. And later this afternoon, I'll probably be adding a bunch more stuff. But you know what? Every single one of the vendors on you finally figured that out.
Yeah.
Every single one of the vendors is a different player, and we do have to welcome the latest vendor, Avalonian Creations, and that is none other than Mom.
Mudda.
And she is putting up
Mom.
some of
Mom
her
opened up a
Nightshade
store.
and Mandrake.
Yay!
She's having fun. She's adding stuff. You two can be like Armitage, Mandrake's Market, Artifacts and Rares, MG Unity. These people are all putting stuff up on Shroud Marketplace, and you know what? Over the weekend, I think all the gold disappeared off of Shroud Marketplace because someone went through and bought almost all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is kind of awesome. I enjoy that stuff.
That's why I don't put it all out at once.
Yeah, you know
Just
what?
the tip.
You put out just. Yeah, but don't forget, anybody and everybody
with
can
that
register as a vendor.
Yes, you do.
If you are interested in becoming a vendor, register for an account and then click on vendor registration on the left-hand side, and you too can start listing your stuff for sale on Shroud Marketplace. And looking at the time, it is time for us to thank the most important people around here, and that's you guys. Thank you for watching out on
Love you
Twitch,
guys.
YouTube, or listening on WRFB. We couldn't do the show without you guys, and we do it for you guys.
That's right. Of course, you know the drill, folks. We'll be back with more here tomorrow on NBNN, WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. And, of course, till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Bye. Lots of shrouds on set. Yay.